Good day, friends. Mr. Sawi here. Today we are going to think about key details in a informational text. So we'll continue to read about all sorts of different things that happen in real life. Informational text, non-fictional texts, texts that we can learn from. Today we're going to learn about a sport called golf. This is one of Mr. Salih's favorite sports. So I wanted to take this time to not only help you understand a very interesting and calming sport, but to show you that we can do a lot of different things in the world of sports, and sports can teach us a lot about life. So as we read, we're going to think about the key details in the passage. Now, I've highlighted a few parts of the book that we're going to need to lock in our brain. All right, we need to lock it in. So as I read, make sure that you check out the highlighted parts, and I will stop and think about a couple key details that we learned on that page. Golf, I see my title. I know that we're going to learn about a sport. This is the ball that we use. The picture on the title, on the cover, tells us that. We're going to focus on how golf is played and think about those details, about how it's played and why we like it. As we read, think about the key details that are in the page and in the text about golf. A quiet sport. Golf is a quiet and fun sport. Players must be calm to play well. They must practice to be good. So a key detail on this page is that golf is a quiet and fun sport, and you have to be calm to play it well. And in order to be calm, you have to be quiet. Those things go hand in hand. Playing the game. I read my heading, playing the game. Now I'm going to read a little bit more about playing the game. Players hit a small, hard ball with a club. They hit the ball into a small hole in the ground. The player who gets the ball in the hole in the fewest hits wins. So, think about a basketball hoop, guys. You know how you shoot the ball in the hoop? Golf, you hit the ball with a club. Mr. Salih has a golf club right here. So if I wanted to, I take my club and I swing. And that's how you hit the ball into the little hole. But it takes a lot more than just one shot to get it in the hole. But you have to make sure that you use your club. You have to use your club to hit the ball. This is a diagram that gives us a bunch of different labels. I see a picture of the golf hole. This is what we call a hole. There's 18 holes, and they all have these different things. These are all different features of one hole. All these labels mean different things about the hole. Players hit the ball hard to try to move it to the green. They may need several hits to get it there. So they hit the ball hard to get it to the green. The green is the very, very flat and smooth surface where the hole is. And it always has a flag. So a key detail here is that you have to try to hit the ball on the green. That is the key detail here. So let's look at these pictures before we read the text. Some golf holes have traps with sand. So here I see a trap. This is where things get very tough in golf because if the ball comes in here, it's very tough to hit it out. And if the ball goes in the water, you can't hit it out. So it's very, very difficult. Now let's read the text and think about a key detail from this text. Of course, a golf course may have parts with rough grass. The golf course may also have sand traps or water. So I see the key detail in the text that I just saw in the pictures. A player may need more hits to get the ball out of these places. It's very tough to hit the ball out of the sand or out of the water. So it's very difficult, guys. Let's look at the label here before we read the text. I see my golf clubs, and let's read what the label says. Golfers use different kinds of clubs for different kinds of shots. Some clubs are good for hitting the ball far away. Others are good for shorter shots. So there's one main detail in this part on this page is that they can use different clubs for different shots. You have a whole bag full of different clubs that you use for different distances. If something's short, if something's long, you have different clubs. So you don't just hit the same club. Each hole of a golf course has a different starting place at one end. The green with the small holes at the other end. A golf course has 9 or 18 holes. Golf long ago. This is my heading, friends. Remember, this is my heading, and these are my labels or captions. These are small descriptions about a picture in a text. Golf began hundreds of years ago. The first golf balls were made of wood. Now, golf balls are made of rubber and plastic. Golf around the world. So I see a picture of a map of the world. So I know that I'm going to read about how golf is played in different places. Many people around the world love to golf. The sport is popular in countries where people speak English. See all these different places? There's a lot of English people who live in these places who love to play golf. Golf contests. So this is about the big events, just like basketball games or football games. People go watch golfers too. Some people play in big events. That's the main idea here. That's the key detail. Some events have many contests each year. Men and women play in different golf events. Famous golfers. So these are people who have been really good at golf, who became famous, and celebrities in the world because they're so good at golf. Jack Nicklaus is the best golfer to ever play the game. No, I don't actually think that, friends. Patty Berg and Tiger Woods are two other great players. This is Tiger Woods. He's an African American golfer, just like you and I. And he's the best golfer ever. Golf is a fun game because weird things can happen. Funny things can happen in a golf. Animals can come very close. So that's a key detail about how fun the game can be and how interesting it can be. Do you want to play? If you practice hard, you can have fun playing golf. Golf is a very weird game, guys. All these animals are right there. All these caribou and elk are right here because golf is played outside, and you know animals live outside. So a key detail from this part of the text, this last page, is that funny things can happen in golf, and the funny things usually have to do with animals. That's a key detail about a fun game of golf. So as we take our exit ticket, there's going to be a couple questions about this text. Make sure that you understand that a key detail is something that happened in an informational text that helps you learn. All right, friends? Good day.